afternoon, Lagos. Good afternoon, listeners. Welcome to Nollywood on Radio on Top Radio 90.9 FM. My name is Oyele Oluwatobiloba, and this is the new segment on Nollywood on Radio. Nollywood actress Annie Macaulay and Innocent Idibia, popularly known as Two-Face, marriage is allegedly facing issue. Two-Face announced the end of his long marriage to his wife Annie, while promising to share his own side of the story in an upcoming press statement.
Why
I don't know.
Thank you.
I think it would be nice to allow the man we call Roy, Mr. Rotimigi, to who is in the studio today.
Yes.
You know, he comes, he goes. You can't determine when he will come.
He's
but
a
he will just
traveling
show.
journalist.
He's a traveling journalist, you know. So I like him to bell the cat.
Good afternoon, Lagos. Yes, so I really have nothing to say because until we hear both sides of the story, it wouldn't be fair to judge, from hearsay. So I would say that in the coming days, in the coming weeks, we will hear more about this and know if actually, the stories are real, and we would hear whatever has happened. And if it is the will of God that they part ways, why not? I believe that, nothing is to be forced. If you're not meant to be together, please, by yourself, find happiness. Thank you.
But we might never hear both sides, as you have said. We might never hear any side. This might be the end of what we are going to be hearing from both of them because they might choose not to talk about it.
I actually prefer that, but as long as they are happy, whether together or apart, I feel that you just give yourself happiness at the end of the day.
And they might all be publicity stuff.
I mean,
let's go.
Because the conversations have been generated.
You know.
Nollywood actress and producer Mercy Aigbe Adeoti reflect on the past, teasing the future, and thanking her colleagues, her darling husband Kazim Adeoti, her distributors, and Mercified Army for their amazing support and holding her down when it matters.
It's a good one for Mercy Aigbe Adeoti and her husband. I'm happy for her achievement so far. I'm happy for what herself and her husband have been able to achieve since their union, and I can only wish them the best. But somehow I don't know why I feel. I mean, don't let us have that conversation.
I think it's a very loaded.
Yeah, exactly. It feels
there's
something.
Pregnant with.
You get exactly.
But until she reveals
it, we cannot talk. But it's you got me that.
The veteran Nollywood actor and film producer Dele Odule revealed that the saddest moment in his life was the loss of his first child. The veteran also shared that he accepts the tragedy as the will of God and pray never to face such loss again.
Nobody wants to face the loss of a child. I mean, that's the loss of a first child. Any child, for that matter. It's not an easy thing to bear. I mean, we all pray that we outlive our parents. Outlive our parents. So the children should also outlive their parents. So that's just the way life works. So when he says that that's the biggest tragedy that he has ever faced, and that's the saddest moment, I think I can agree with him that it will be. Nothing you lose can be like a child.
True. And it's even more courageous and more what's the word now? For him to accept it, as the will of God. It is not something that people would usually, yes, they will accept on the face value for it, but they would necessarily not be happy that it happened. But for him to come out and say, well, it has happened, and he accepts it as the will of God is totally
brave.
Giving himself and everything he has to God Almighty. And I think that's quite courageous and brave of him.
Nollywood actress Jemima Osunde shared her personal health struggles that arose after consuming contaminated food while working on a movie set in Ibadan. She also expressed her regret and involvement in the movie production.
Jemima, mind yourself. Jemima Osunde, if you're hearing me, this is Roy speaking. Mind yourself. The people from Ibadan have sent me to you. I was going to talk to you later, but let me just say it on air. Number one, there's no need to tag Ibadan. You can eat anywhere in the world and have food poisoning. You can eat in your house and have food poisoning.
Roy,
So
it feels like you're taking this thing.
yes,
personal.
yes.
No, I quite agree with Roy.
You
I
don't.
can- I
There
quite
was no
agree
need
with
to
you.
tag
I
Ibadan.
wasn't disagreeing. I'm just.
Why didn't she name the movie sets? You understand?
Yeah.
Maybe she has a contract that. Does
So
not
so
prevent
you
her
can
from-
you can you can
Sure.
name the city, but you
can't
cannot
the
name
set.
the movie set.
And if you say you regret your involvement in the movie,
Movie
so why don't you
not
want to name it?
the movie production?
Why?
Why tag the city and give it a bad appellation? I mean, you know, the food was produced on set. It wasn't produced. You didn't go to a restaurant in Ibadan. You ate on set. Everybody else ate the same food, but it didn't work for you. And then you tag Ibadan as, you know, the causative city.
What if
No.
the caterer on that set
Was from
brought
Lagos, or from
What
Calabar.
if the
Or from
plates?
Calabar.
What if the
Yeah,
plates
anything
that
could
was
have
used to
happened.
serve it was
Again.
contaminated?
You know,
It could
so
have been anything.
the now everybody is saying Ibadan. You know, of course.
Some of us go to Ibadan for business, for pleasure,
Yeah.
and all that, and
For
we've
many
never
things.
experienced.
For many things.
We've never
you know.
experienced any of this. Don't be naughty. We've never experienced any of this, and I mean, I won't subscribe to.
I mean, we buy amala in Lagos, for example.
Yeah.
And
Do you understand?
for example, if you buy amala, roadside amala in Lagos, it's
Mhm.
very good when you eat it. It's very tasty.
But you
But
never
if you
can
buy
tell.
it at the end of the day, for example, when they've been sticking all kinds of spoon in it, the same food that you had during the day that
Yeah.
didn't affect
Could
you
be.
could affect you at
Yeah.
that time of the day. So it could be anything. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure that it's a good way to
Of course,
tag.
it will trend because of Ibadan, you know. So I feel like the statement
People
was.
are always hating on it.
Yeah, so
yes,
but-
everybody wants to eat him.
Amala, yeah. So Jemima, mind yourself. We won't allow you.
But she didn't tell us if it was.
I mean,
amala.
our
It
guest
could
on the
have
show
been
today.
rice.
Oh, true. Well,
Oh,
It
well,
could have
yeah,
been
true.
rice. She didn't tell us
But
if
whatever
it was
it was.
amala. But whatever it was, I totally get your point. I don't think
Yeah.
it's right. Yes, you explained or you said what you felt was okay for you, but in fact we don't need to know about it. Why not take that up with the producers and the
Yes.
people on the set? We don't need to know about it. If you ate contaminated food while on set, then you should hold the
The
people
set
on set
responsible.
responsible and not a city. I mean,
I'm not sure this post was in Jemima's favor.
I
To be honest.
don't.
A lot of-
It was ill-advised.
The post
because a
was
lot-
meant to bring some pity
Yeah,
for her, but I don't think
this would work.
this would work.
I mean, I go to events and I
Yeah.
eat food, and the food does not agree.
Yeah.
I did not go online.
I've
and
had
watch
meal.
events.
I've had a meal at one of the biggest hotels in Lagos
Oh
here,
yeah.
and I knew what happened to me. But I won't go on social media and tell them that, and even call
Lagos
them
hotel
out
food are.
because
No,
it could
no.
have been anything. It could have been anything.
And you know the funny thing is,
You know?
some of the or many of the biggest Nollywood films were shot in Oyo State in the last 5 years.
Yes.
Very true.
I agree. Lots
Very
of
true.
people are even
Understand?
building film
Villages, film
Yes,
sets.
most.
in Ibadan.
the
You know, your state.
Yeah.
I mean. So if we're trying to pull down something that is ours already.
Yeah.
And you know that's what somebody was saying
Saying earlier in the day,
that
yeah.
and once something is doing okay, people just try to poke holes in it.
But I think it will be hard to pull Ibadan down.
At all.
As in,
the city is
largest city
is
in
there,
Africa.
is there.
Portable tried it. Mm.
Our guest today was in Ibadan at some point, and she
Yes,
had
yes, she had a lovely
she had
time.
a lovely time and lovely experience. She will talk about.
Please go on.
Nollywood couple Lateef Adedimeji and his wife Adebimpe Oyebade Adedimeji are set to produce a movie on the iconic story of famous Ekitipupa.
Parapọ̀.
Ekiti
Parapọ̀.
Parapọ̀.
Let me sound the letter of or note of warning. Go on.
The governor of Ekiti State, Mr. Biodun Oyebanji, has approved the production, and the project will be fully funded by the private sector and will be led by AL Notion Film Company, owned by Lateef Adedimeji and his wife Adebimpe Oyebade Adedimeji.
Uh-huh. Back to my letter of warning. As long as there's no part 2. Lateef, don't thief my time. As long as there's no part 2 to this
Are we saying
Ekiti Parapọ̀,
part 2 is the problem?
I'm not calling the name of the movie. I don't know. A part 2 that was recently released was not necessary. It thief my time, Lateef.
No, I think that. So I think that Lateef is just cutting his teeth on Epic Film Productions. And I think that he must be commended
No,
for
actually.
making a good effort. He
Yes.
has made a good effort.
Yes, I agree.
And I think he has learned lessons from that film that he will take into the next film. Ekiti Parapọ̀ War is a very big one. My family has stories of that from
Yes.
Ekiti, by the way.
Yes. But you did
But-
fight.
No, I did not fight. But my family fought. And there were stories that were told to me that even if I write the story from my perspective, there's a big story behind it already. So if they can execute even a quarter, a fraction of what history has recorded, I think they will do a beautiful film. And I
Latif,
think,
you should talk to Tommy Falade for...
oh, Adebimpe is also from Ekiti.
Yeah, but
so I
since
think
your
that-
family was involved, they should involve you too.
Nollywood actress Eniola Ajao hosts a memorable birthday celebration filled with Thanksgiving, empowerment, and fans giveaway, all in honor of the success of her blockbuster movie, Ajakaju. She also revealed that her new movie, Owambe Thieves, will be hitting the cinema April 18, which is Good Friday.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Eniola. I was supposed to be at her event on Sunday. I think Baron was also supposed to be there. For some reason, we both
all
couldn't
missed
make it. But I sent a representative there, and she had good things to say about it. In fact, when she sent me a video of Eniola, cooking food and doing all sorts, and then even giving people sewing machines, ring light, makeup chair. I was amazed that Eniola is coming into her own. She's been on the show when the controversy about the promotion of Ajakaju was hot, and
What
she
is
said
the promotion?
the promotion.
She was on the set when Bobrisky was given an award now for the most dressed person.
at her
event.
Yeah,
Yes,
she told
there's
us.
nothing to hide it in publicly.
She told us that it was just promotion. They were just trying to
promotion.
Baron, it is promotion.
So people wore dress to
It
premiere.
is still promotion. It's promotion.
It's very
So
understandable.
I think that at least she has started the promotion of this one in a very positive way.
Yes.
I like the empowerment.
And we are
thing.
looking forward
I like
to
the empowerment
It's a
thing.
Yeah.
thing.
Then I like the slant to
Yeah.
the cooking for that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. She
I
was
like
fully
that
involved.
slant.
And I like the fact that it's Owambe Thieves. I think I like the
Yeah.
title.
Looking forward
I think she's learning fast, and
Mm.
I can only hope and pray that she continues
In
to
the next
do well.
5 years, they're going to have some amazing
Amazing
filmmakers.
films. I agree.
Coming
Because
together.
people are doubling up their efforts and they are
Yeah.
correcting their mistakes
Mistakes.
almost immediately,
Yeah.
which spells goodness, for the industry as a whole. And that will be all on Nollywood Gist today.